Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Assam Miyadam. This is an interesting case we have today. This is an older patient who had been using a so-called clearing saw where one of the metal blades had broken off as he was cutting his grass. Most likely had hit a piece of rock. The patient had sought help from his local GP, but it took an entire week for him to be referred to the eye doctor. And so his eye was relatively calm with just an anterior chamber reaction and no apparent entry site wound. We did do a CT scan which showed a foreign body in his eye. And so you see here I started the case by placing trocars and with the plan to do a cataract surgery first. But as I was going to go in with my chopper, I did unintentionally actually expose the entry site, which was just at the limbus. So this was a very lucky patient. And so with such an unstable anterior chamber, you need to suture that first because it'll be impossible to do the cataract surgery safely. And then an entry site in that location many times has a ruptured posterior capsule, so one does have to be quite careful as one does the cataract surgery. And what I do here is actually a posterior opening, an opening in the posterior capsule using the vitrector. And this is because I want to use, I'd not want to create the new opening, the sclera, to remove the foreign body. Rather, I want to put it, remove it through the capsule, which will avoid making any additional opening in the eye. So as you see here, the patient was so lucky because the foreign body had actually been stuck in the wall of the eye, so it's underneath the pars plana. So retina in that area is still very much intact, and the piece did not dislodge from there, and it did not touch the retina at all. So you see here, I'll place that long tooth, metal tooth, in the anterior chamber over the, as much as possible over the iris so it does not fall back down. Just rotate it as carefully as possible, trying to avoid hitting the capsule. Now I did touch the capsule a little bit there. This is a very sharp piece, so it could have ended up much worse for him. And so this is quite basic knowledge, but if you do suspect from the history taking that there is metal against metal contact, a CT scan always needs to be done, and there should be no delay here. And you see that's at least a 6 or 7 millimeter long metal piece. And the tooth is still intact. Just removing some of that debris. And the IOL here is placed in the sulcus. Rotated in. Placing a cross suture with nylon on the main incision, which had been dilated, which had been extended. And so the patient had very good postoperative results. The first few days after surgery, the eye was slightly hypotenuse. I, one could have filled the eye with air, but I did not do that, except for a small air bubble in the anterior chamber. Thank you so much for watching.